Ever been stuck in traffic and caught yourself watching a construction site? I have. Right in the middle, there's always a massive, powerful machine, the excavator. It moves with surprising grace, like a metal dinosaur with a mission. It digs, lifts, and swings, never seeming to tire. These machines are everywhere, quietly shaping our world. Without them, progress would grind to a halt. There's a fascination with excavators. Kids and adults alike stop to watch. It's raw power under precise control, a spectacle of progress in real time. The operators are artists, using the bucket with the finesse of a surgeon. They're the conductors of a construction symphony. The excavator, their instrument. These machines are more than tools. They're extensions of the people who run them. So let's pull back the curtain and get a little dirt under our fingernails. This is the story of the excavator, a machine that moves more than just dirt. It moves society forward. At first glance, an excavator looks like a giant metal puzzle, but it's really three main parts. First, the undercarriage. Those tank-like tracks spread the machine's weight, letting it crawl over mud and rough terrain. Next, the house or cab, which spins 360 degrees. The operator can dig, swing, and dump without moving the tracks. Inside the house, the engine, hydraulic pumps, and the operator's controls. Finally, the arm, made up of the boom, stick, and bucket. The boom is attached to the house. The stick extends from the boom, and the bucket does the digging. Powerful hydraulic cylinders move every part. Tracks for moving, house for spinning, arm for working. It's a simple, brilliant design. Every piece has a purpose, from the smallest hose to the massive bucket. Understanding these basics is the first step to appreciating what excavators do. It's not just metal. It's a carefully engineered system for dirty jobs. Decades of refinement have made it a masterpiece of power and precision. The result? A machine that gets the toughest jobs done. That's the anatomy of a steel giant. Let's talk about where all that power comes from. Deep inside the house is a massive diesel engine, nothing like your family car. It powers hydraulic pumps, sending high-pressure fluid through hoses to the cylinders that move the arm and tracks. This hydraulic system is the muscle, turning diesel into raw, controllable force. When the operator moves a joystick, valves send fluid to the right cylinder, creating immense force. That's how an excavator lifts tons of earth with ease. Now step inside the cab, the operator's command center. Surrounded by glass, the operator uses two joysticks, one for swinging and boom movement, the other for the stick and bucket. Pedals on the floor, drive and steer the tracks. It takes real skill to blend all these movements smoothly. A good operator makes it look effortless, scooping, swinging, and dumping with precision. They're always alert, watching, listening, and feeling the machine's response. It's a job that demands focus and coordination. That's the power and control behind every scoop. The excavator's arm is where the action happens. Boom, stick, and bucket working in harmony. The boom is the upper arm, raising and lowering the whole assembly. The stick, or dipper, is the forearm, pulling the bucket in and out for digging. The bucket is the business end, swappable for different jobs with teeth for tough ground. Each part is moved by its own hydraulic cylinder. The real art is in coordinating all three at once. A skilled operator doesn't think boom, then stick, then bucket. It's one fluid motion. They control depth and angle with tiny adjustments, feeling the ground's resistance. They can scrape a surface flat, dig a trench, or gently place a pipe. The boom, stick, and bucket become a powerful, precise extension of the operator. It's a dance of steel and skill. That's what makes an excavator so versatile. It's not just digging, it's craftsmanship. Excavators are the champions of digging, but that's just the start. They dig foundations, carve basements, and excavate trenches for pipes and cables. But with a quick coupler, the bucket can be swapped for dozens of attachments. Hydraulic hammers break concrete, grapples move logs, augers drill holes, and shears cut steel. This versatility makes the excavator a construction site's Swiss Army knife. One machine, countless jobs, digging, breaking, lifting, clearing. On big projects like Boston's Big Dig or hurricane cleanups, excavators adapt to every challenge. They're not just builders, they're problem solvers and first responders. Powerful, adaptable, and always ready for the next dirty job. That's why they're indispensable. Picture a construction site at dawn, the air cool, the diesel engine rumbling to life. The operator checks the tracks and hoses, making sure the machine's ready. Soon, the site comes alive with beeping trucks and clanking tools. The excavator's arm swings into action, hydraulics hissing as the bucket bites into earth. Scoop, swing, dump, a steady rhythm all day long. It looks repetitive, but it's a dance of skill and awareness. The operator watches the crew, listens to the foreman, and balances every load. Safety and efficiency are always top of mind. As the day goes on, the landscape transforms. A pile of dirt shrinks, a hole grows. The smell of diesel and earth fills the air. By day's end, the engines fall silent and the site is changed. The ground is shaped, ready for the next step. That's a day in the life of an excavator. America's highways and roads exist thanks to excavators. They clear land, tear out trees and rocks, and carve paths for new roads. Excavators handle the cut and fill, digging hillsides, filling valleys, creating a level grade. Precision is key, especially on projects like Interstate 70 through the Rockies. They dig ditches and culverts for drainage, placing pipes to protect the road from erosion. Without this groundwork, roads would quickly fall apart. Excavators also dig foundations for bridges and overpasses, lifting heavy beams into place. On projects like the Tappan Zee Bridge, they work from barges and land, handling every task. They're the workhorses behind every mile of pavement. That's how we stay connected. Every skyscraper starts with a giant hole dug by excavators. They dig deep, reaching stable ground to support massive buildings. Sometimes excavators are lowered into pits by cranes to keep digging. It's a careful dance, working around support structures to keep the site stable. Once the hole is dug, excavators switch to lifting rebar, moving forms, and placing materials. Precision is as important as power. Foundations must be perfect. The unseen work below ground is what holds up the skyline. Next time you see a skyscraper, remember the foundation was shaped by these machines. Excavators do the heavy lifting, literally, for our most ambitious projects. They're the humble giants beneath every city. Why are we so captivated by excavators? Watching them connects us to real physical work, the kind that builds our world. It's progress you can see and hear, not just numbers on a screen. There's satisfaction in every scoop, every load, a job well done. We watch chaos become order, plans become reality. These machines symbolize American strength and ambition, turning big ideas into reality. They're the tools behind our nation's greatest projects. And honestly, it's just fun to watch. Giant robots, real skill, real power. Next time you're stopped by a construction site, take a moment. Watch the steel giants at work. You're witnessing the building of America, one scoop at a time.